The holiday season and the New Year resolutions have a way of making homeowners ask the question, how can I upgrade my standard of living and how can I make my home reflect this change? So, Erin, what are the top 3 ways that you can upgrade your garage to make it a support post or a launch pad for your New Year resolutions?
I think that's a great question. So I've always thought that the first way someone can start a garage project isn't necessarily by calling us, although that's the preferred way that they do it. It's really just taking stock of what you have in the space and figuring out what you need to use the space for, and then doing a little bit of decluttering. So most of the times that I've visited clients in their homes, an initial consultation, there's a lot of stuff. That stuff needs to either be disposed, it be donated, it needs to be stored properly. I find that the first way that people often can initiate a New Year's resolution, and that resolution can be, living a more organized life, being more efficient, being less stressed, as it relates to the garage, is just doing a little bit of the decluttering. And the holidays, when people are at home, typically with some time off, is one of the best uses of that time if that's what you want to have as one of your New Year's resolutions.
Absolutely. So with the garage being one of the more overlooked rooms in the house, what is one way that somebody who's set the New Year's resolution of improving their fitness, how can they make their garage support that goal?
That's a terrible question that I won't answer. No, I'm kidding. We do a lot of gyms, and I think the first piece is really understanding how the space is really going to be used. Is the gym a full-time gym? And the garage is really going to be dominated by that? Is the gym kind of more of a portable gym? You want to be able to push things against the wall and still get 2 cars or 3 cars in? I think that's the first piece, being realistic about how you're going to use the space. Once that's determined, then I think it really becomes all about how do you maximize that experience and do something that makes it enjoyable to go out and actually consistently execute against that, right? It's that first step of going out into the space. And one of the things that's really overlooked is lighting. That when it's dark and sort of, feels claustrophobic, it's not as great a place to work out. So that's the first piece, just even thinking about lighting. After that, it then is really going to be what's the workout or the gym-like experience going to be. I can give a couple examples. We had one family where, 2 football players in high school, and it was really about setting up a gym for the guys on the team to come and work out, particularly in the off season. So in that gym, we put a nice floor down, but we put heavy mats down for weightlifting, and so they can bang around. We had walls with slat all around the sides so they could bang into the walls and not be denting them and putting holes in the drywall, while still part of the garage became storage. So in that case, half of the garage was absolutely a gym and workout area, and the other half was more about kind of what Erin was speaking about, that storage and that reducing the clutter and keeping things clean and organized, versus a couple that we did not have children, and it was all about working out together. And so she was doing yoga, and she wanted the mat and bands and things that we could hook onto the wall, where he was going to be much more about circuit training and things like that. So I think that's the first piece, is understanding how you're going to use it. Once you do that, make sure that the space you're creating is one that you actually want to go to, because if you don't want to be in there, it's one more reason not to work out. Says the guy that needs to work out.
So this is the blueprint to try and activate that next chapter of your life. Now it's up to you to take the next step and visit our website to find out how garage living can make your garage happen.